Hello and welcome to the vlog. That was awkward. So 9 years ago to the day, we adopted Romeo. Now Romeo, in case you don't know, is my oldest cat. He's 11 years old. We got him when he was 2. And I was 9 when we got him. My entire life, I just wanted a cat so badly. I always had dogs and I love my dogs. I love them so much, but I was always like, I want a cat. Because my mom had never had a cat, my grandparents never had a cat. My aunt and my cousins had cats, but I never really was around the cats because they would always just kind of hide. My friends who had cats, I was so jealous and I just wanted a cat. It was like this missing piece of my heart. That sounds like you're mad, but it was. So I had a guinea pig at the time named Angel, and I always say Romeo was saved by an angel. There's a funny story about, just off track. My guinea pig, we got him, my first one, we got him after I was leaving vacation Bible school, and he used to know my grandparents are, and we got him the day or so after we got back here. And I wanted to name him Jesus. And my mom was like, you cannot name your guinea pig Jesus. At the time, I didn't understand why. I do now. And so I named him Angel. Anyways, we were at PetSmart getting guinea pig food for Angel. And every time we went to PetSmart, I was like, I want to go look at the cats. So my mom said, okay, you can look at the cats. I'm going to go get the food, and then I'll grab you and we'll go check out. So when she got the guinea pig food and went to check on the cat thing, I was in the little plastic box with Romeo. He's a huge cat. He was the biggest cat there, so he had the double-sized one, so I could fit in it. And I was in there with him, and my mom was just kind of like, okay, Kim, let's go. I was not gonna leave Romeo in that box, so I was like, no, I need him. And I started freaking out, and I told my mom, I need this cat, and she said, okay, well, let's go talk about it at Olive Garden. That was my favorite restaurant. I freaked. The entire time we were at Olive Garden, I was like, oh my gosh, we need to go back, someone's gonna take him, I was like, nobody's gonna take him. I told the lady to save him for us. And I was like, no, somebody's gonna take him. Why wouldn't she give him to the next person that comes along if we're not shipping? Anyways, I was freaking out the whole time. I ate so fast. I don't think I've ever eaten faster. I was freaking out. And finally, Mom was like, okay, we can get him. And I promised all these things. I was like, I'll clean out his litter box, I'll feed him, I'll make sure he's okay with the dogs, and all this stuff. And we went back to PetSmart, we got all this stuff, and we took him home. The first 3 weeks, he hid every single day. But as of the second night we had him, he slept in my bed, and he has slept in my bed every single night since then. He is my boy, and over the years, he's gotten where he'll let me kiss him on the head. He used to not be a thing at all. Now he's okay. But yeah, he was supposed to not go to a house with any children. I was 9, I was a child, and they were so freaked out. They were like, I don't know if we can give him to you. And he is my best friend. I love him. He is a grumpy pants. But he's the only cat I know out of any of my friends. He comes when you call him. Remember, I was telling that to someone, and they was like, no, he doesn't. He's a cat. He comes when you call him. He's amazing. He's so loud. He's so vocal. He's been vocal since day one. He lets you know that he is there. Every night when it's around 10 or so, he'll sit on the top of the stairs and just stare at me and meow. Come on, we gotta go. Bernie is almost a year old. We have never heard a real meow for her. She just kind of cries and squeaks. He meows very loudly. And apparently he had a sister named Juliet. I don't know what happened to her. But the second guinea pig I got, I did name Juliet. And I would hold her, and he would lay his little head on her like a pillow. And I'm 100% sure if I did not tell him, this is your sister, this is a new family member, he would have eaten her. But he was so good with her. And at the time, we had the 2 dogs that I was, when I was born, they were part of the family, Tempe and Dixie. Tempe was 14 years old at the time. She was a 14-year-old lab, which is really old for a lab. She could barely hear, she could barely see, The entire time she knew something was in the house, but she could never figure out what it was. But I remember I made a little schedule for Dixie to get used to Romeo. And I had a little checklist, and they got acquainted, and Romeo would come downstairs and sit on the top of the couch. And he liked, when my mom was on phone calls, work calls, he would yell so loud. He would sit on her computer, make it so hard to work. That's when I was still going to public school, so I missed a lot of this. But he's such a good boy. But when we got Rufus, which we weren't ever planning to get Rufus, I'm not sure if I ever told that story, maybe I will another day. Rufus does not do well with cats. But Romeo is in charge. But so we have an upstairs and a downstairs. The upstairs is the cat's domain, but there is a gate that they can jump over to get downstairs if they want to. Romeo does it sometimes, Bernie never does it. But so that's why Rufus can't get up there. But one day Rufus did get up there. Romeo doesn't have front claws. And Rufus, when he goes up there, he usually goes straight for the food. But if there's no food, he'll just kind of keep pacing. Or he'll go for the cats. But there was one time, it was before we had Bernie. He went up there, and before you go to the food, Romeo pounced him, and he had his face all clawed up. I don't know how Romeo did it. He doesn't have front claws. But Romeo won the fight. I'm laughing about it now because they're fine, and it hasn't happened since, and it's A-okay. But we found it so funny that Rufus lost a fight to someone like a fifth of his size. Anyway, I've been talking for 6.5 minutes. So, I just finished editing this vlog. I'm gonna update it now. And yeah. Have a great day. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've just been talking. Bye. See ya in the next clip. Yeah. So we have little handles on our cabinets now, which is exciting. Look, she made cookie dough for us to eat, and we're watching Survivor. And Raleigh wants the food. Hey Mom, look at me. Is that the new way to wear your glasses?
I'm tired. I'm tired. Oh, you're stressing me. You're stressing me. But it does work.
He just got a toy out of a toy box. He hardly ever plays, but lately he's been doing this so much. I think having them in one place when they don't pull him out, I don't know what it is. He's so cute though. And Bernie finally stopped running around just on the foot of the bed. Oh, they're so adorable. Yeah. They're so adorable. Look at me. Oh, babies. Big yawn. Big stretch. We're on our way to see Blake Shelton.
And friends.
And friends.
And freaks. The Freak Show.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's called the Freak Show.
Okay. And I replaced the band on this, so now it's sparkly. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay, cool. My mom has this voice to text thing in her car, and we're having fun sending it things because it knows some acronyms, but not all of them, and so I just said it supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Listen to what it said.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Do another one.
Okay.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Okay, let's see. She's gonna pop up. There you go.
I slit the sheet I slit. I sit upon the slitted sheet.
She said it right.
She said it right. Okay. Let's see how she pronounces anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
That's not bad.
She got it pretty much right. Okay.
Numen ultramicroscopic silica volcanoconiosis.
What? What was she trying to say?
It's not lung disease. It's I don't know how to pronounce it. It's 48 letters long. She did okay, but I can tell you that's not how you pronounce it.
You could probably win a challenge on Big Brother with that word.
Okay, tongue twister time. Come on through.
I just realized my phone's going to have all this on it.
Here he goes.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
She ended so confused.
Wait, what?
Peter
She got
Piper
spunky.
No, she sounded confused at the end.
She got spunky.
Okay, you want a Shakespeare sonnet? Right now we're doing the famous Romeo line from Romeo and Juliet.
But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief that thou, her maid, art far more fairer than she.
Best version. She should play Romeo in every production ever.
Okay, we need to do some more dialogues. I like that.
Monologues.
Okay, monologues.
And that's not a monologue.
Or sonnets.
It's not a sonnet, technically.
What is it?
It's a line.
It's a sonnet.
A sonnet is different. Sonnet was separate from shows. That's from a show. A sonnet is just this very long
It
poem
wasn't
thing.
originally a show. It was a play.
That's what I meant. A sonnet is not from a play.
Can you do something else?
Okay. From Gone with the Wind, our favorite line.
I don't know nothing about birth and no babies.
Miss
Oh,
Scarlet!
you needed to get the whole, like, Miss Scarlet, Miss Scarlet.
She doesn't do a southern accent.
But she does some sort of accent.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I like the birth of no babies.
You want to play it again?
No.
Okay.
Wouldn't surprise me to learn. She probably thinks you're an asshole too. Well, I don't care if you're a judge on some snooty singing show on NBC. You're still an asshole. Oh, sing it right, sing it right. Okay, I'm gonna sing it pretty. You're still an asshole. Like you, like me.
From the Blake Shelton concert. It was an amazing concert, but there was some drama. When we sat down, the people who sat down next to us, we could tell we're gonna be in trouble. They were just really drunk and really loud. And then the people behind us told security on them and had them moved, but security didn't do a great job. They just kind of moved them where they were standing in back of them. And so they'd been sitting back there probably like 15 minutes, and the guy lunges at the husband and takes him down. He falls on top of me. I got beer all over me and I have a headache, but I'm fine. And so then he pulls it back over the back of the seat, and that was the last row, so they were in the aisle. And then the wife is like, oh no, my husband's getting beat up, so she gets up and goes and tries to stop the guy from hurting her husband, and she gets knocked out, and she was on the ground for probably like 3 minutes, just knocked out, and everyone was freaking out, but she's fine. And what got me was the woman that was with the man who attacked them just kind of stood and giggled in the court, like it was ridiculous, but everyone's okay. The concert, other than that, was really amazing. The music was awesome. It was great. On another note, my dilemma about my shows is solved. I got an email today that I was not cast in Odd Couple, which I'm not surprised about because, you know, I told everyone going in, like, I explained the situation, and I didn't think I was going to get cast. And I didn't, which solves my problem. Anyways, that's it. Now to go to bed. I still have a headache, but I took some Tylenol. The cats are with me. We're gonna be okay. What are you looking at? So yeah, good night. So we just got our hair cut, and now we're going to Sephora to pick up some makeup. You can see my cookies, but we're too short to reach them. When my mom tried to, she pushed them farther back with the famous almost.
We're gonna get to the movie.
Careful.
Well, don't. Are they back there?
They are. You see them? Oh! Quick note, we did fix this and grab the snacks, so don't worry. To Sephora, and then we went to Target, and now we're going to see Game Night at the movies, which is exciting. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
She's excited.
I'll be more excited when I find a parking place.
Parking's not as, it's usually horrible here. It's not as bad as usual. Oh, okay, I'll stop the vlog now.
iPhone 8, they have an all-glass design, advanced cameras, A11 Bionic.
Alright, so I am heading out to Elephant Man rehearsal. I missed last week, and I'm gonna miss next week because I'm gonna be on a mission trip. So, it's really important that I'm gonna be there. I'm wearing heels. I don't usually wear, but I could only find one of the shoes that I wanted to wear that matched the shirt, which is like one of my favorite shirts, but I haven't been able to wear it in a while because it's been cold. It's raining again. I'm not sure if I said that. It was raining for like 5 days straight, and it stopped for 2 days, and I thought it was over. No, it's raining again. Anyways, heading to rehearsal. I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember. So, yeah. Show me yours.
Let me see the picture.
Yours looks like a ghost.
Let me see the picture.
Yours has dreadlocks.
Dreadlocks on me.
So my mom just had a procedure done.
I have a clean bowel. I have a clean colon.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say it was a colonoscopy,
It was a
but now it's
colonoscopy. I've been violated. I'm good. We're going to eat.
And now we're going to eat, and we ran an errand too because we had to wait a while. So yeah.
Because doesn't everyone go to the mall right when they're in prep mode for their colonoscopy? Of course.
Okay, we're eating. Going through the car wash. Yeah. Going through the car wash. Yeah. Just tell me, Dwayne. Dwayne doesn't care. For me to get blood work done.
Woohoo! I'm so excited.
So after I got my blood drawn, we went and got our nails done. When I picked out the color, it was gonna be more pink. It came out more orangey, which I'm not thrilled with, but I still like it. And then I got my toes done blue. Yeah. We're watching the season finale of The Bachelor, but we already know what happens. So, but we still gotta watch because we love it. Anything you want to add to that?
No.
No comment on Ari?
No, he's a loser. Worst bachelor ever.
So there is a comment.
And that says a lot because remember Juan Pablo.
Never forget Juan Pablo. It's okay. He literally said Juan Pablo when I said Juan Pablo. So, excuse my shininess and everything, and I'm really tired, but we just finished watching The Bachelor finale, and I love The Bachelor. I love all the Bachelor shows, but I have to say I'm absolutely disgusted with what they did. First of all, Ari, who thought it was a good idea to have your fiance fly out to visit you, basically across the country, have a film set, film you breaking up with her, and then have it aired for an hour on national TV. And Bachelor, why would you let him? So, I just tweeted a whole bunch about it. Sorry to all my followers, but I'm disgusted with it. Well, I'm off to get my eyebrows microbladed. If you don't know what that is, it's basically tattooing them on, except it only lasts for like 2 or 3 years. Anyways, that's why I don't have on my eyebrows today. I have on all my other makeup, but not my eyebrows. Anyways, I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. I just don't want to have to deal with my brows anymore. Because I'm very happy with them once I get them on. But getting them on, I stress out so much. And I'm just sick of it. So I'm going to get them microbladed. So, yeah. So I went in and I was waiting. And I was like, how is she not out here yet? And then I checked my email because I was like, oh, okay. And I checked, it says I don't have an appointment until May. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So I called my mom, and I was like, you were sitting next to me, right? And she said, yes. So we're both very confused. I mean, I don't know what happened, but anyways, so I left, and I'm looking at other possible places, but I don't just want to go to anyone. But I was really hoping I could get it done before my mission trip, just because I don't want to have to worry about it. And yeah, so anyways, someone just texted me back. Okay, so I found a place. It sounds good. It is significantly cheaper. So this lady was gonna rip us off. Like, she thinks very highly of herself. And so I'm hoping we can get the deposit back, because it's a mess. Anyways, I have an appointment for tomorrow at this much cheaper lady who sounds good. And yeah, so I'm gonna try and do my brows in the car right now. I brought my makeup just in case. Glad I did. I could go out like this, but I feel really self-conscious when I don't have my makeup fully on, which I feel bad about, because I'm fine going on camera or anything, but in public, it's a different story. It makes no sense. Anyways, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna run some errands, so, yep. So I just finished running a few errands, and now I have this, like, awkward span of time, because I'm going to get my hair, like, keratin treated, so it stays straight, and it doesn't tangle as much. And yeah, but that appointment's at 3. It's 1 o'clock now, but when I thought I was getting my brows done today, it was like perfect timing, and now I have this like random like half hour. If I go home, because if I go home, sorry, I'm gonna think out loud real quick. If I go home, that takes about 20 minutes. I'll get there at like 1:20, probably 1:30 by the time I finish making this video. And then I have to leave, get there at like, I guess it's closer to 45 minutes. But I really don't want to go home and then come back out. What can I do? The person in back of me is getting in their car. They're probably think I'm crazy. Okay. I'll let you know. Oh, I went to the mall to pick up some jeans after I ran to Target. Anyways, you don't need to know the details. And I just called my mom, like, what should I do? And I have a necklace. That one that I showed, it was my granddad's, and I gave it to my grandmother. The chain broke the other day, and I've been meaning to get a new chain. I didn't even think about it, but there's a James Avery in here. I can get one there. So now I've been awkwardly sitting in my car for like a few minutes, so I'm gonna go back inside. Thank you, security people, for watching me. That took probably like 10 minutes. It's 1:15 now, so I guess 15. So I didn't really do anything, so I guess I'll go home and then leave. I mean, you hate when you have those awkward times. Anyways, this lady's staring at me. Bye. So I texted Gina, who does our hair, and she's gonna see me a little bit early, so I don't have to go home and awkwardly wait a few minutes and then leave, which is awesome. So yeah. Okay, so I'm probably gonna set this down at some point, cause I'm at a red light right now, and so anyways, I'm gonna set it down so when I have to start driving, it's not bad. So just ignore this unflattering camera angle while I talk, because I don't want to forget anything. So I just got my hair done. It feels so good. It looks so good. Everyone was saying it looks so nice. Anyways, when I was pulling in to the hair place, I pulled in, and as I was parking, well, first I pulled past the place on accident. So then I made a U-turn at this, like, you know how like behind some stores there's like that big area for like unloading big trucks? There was one of those areas. So I made a U-turn there, and then I went and I parked. And as I was getting out of my car, so when I was there, I noticed this guy walking to his car. I don't know if he had anything to do with this or not. That was never clear. But I pulled in my parking spot. By the time I had parked and gotten out of my car, there were 2 cop cars with their lights flashing, the cops getting out of the car, and they looked very serious. I was just wondering, I was like, oh, I wonder what happened. And I went in. I was in there almost 3 hours, because it takes a while to do this. So I was in there for a while. About 20 minutes before I leave, the people who work at the place, a lot of them had left because it's, they have their own hours. But a few of them were still there, and I guess their customers had just left. I don't know what the detail was, but they all started talking about it, and they said there's a bunch of cops out there. At that point, there were 6 cop cars outside, and nobody really knew the story. Apparently some guy said he got robbed, but they were all like, he doesn't look like the typical guy who would get robbed. And this is not an area where a lot of things happen. And then apparently there's a woman and 2 teenage boys involved, because I heard that the woman was asking if the boys came in to certain stores, and the boys were asking if there was security cameras. I don't know any of the details whatsoever. All I know was when I walked out about 10 minutes ago, there was a forensic van. So I don't know what was happening, but there's a forensic van, and I got to my car, and I called my mom, and then by the time I left, just like 2 or 3 minutes later, the forensic van was pulling out, and the cop cars that were left, there was 2 or 3 of them still there, were kind of blocking off part of the parking lot, so I had to follow the forensic van out. And I was like, I have no idea what happened. Maybe we'll figure out what happened on the news tonight. Nobody knows. On another note, on a happier note, so my eyebrows today, lady that I booked it with, for tomorrow, I read a bunch of reviews for her, but then I found this one thing that said, if there's no waiting list, you probably shouldn't go to them. So I started freaking out. And so I'm not going to her anymore. But the lady, while I was getting my hair done, called my mom. And, picking up, it's a red light. She called my mom, and she felt really bad about the whole, internet debacle, and that it was probably her website. So she has an opening tomorrow at 10, I guess last minute opening, so I'm going then to get them done from the original lady, who seems a lot more experienced, which I want. Anyways, I've been talking a lot and at the really weird angle, so if you stuck through this, thank you. Yeah. Okay, I just picked up some food, now to go home. I've been out all day long. It's this little girl's first birthday today. Yes, you turned 1. I didn't film you this morning because I left really early, but I can't believe you're 1, Bernie. Doesn't feel like we've had you that long. Got you when you were just a few days shy of 6 weeks. Okay. I love you. We're in hyper mode. Right, so I am back at the brow place, Sans Brows, and I'm about to get them done. I'm really excited, and I'll show you what it is after. Just clear before, I'll show you after. So they're all done. Look at them. I love them. Excuse the acne. I had to take part of my makeup off, obviously. They look so good. I go back in they're 8 weeks for touch-ups, because right now they're darker than they're actually going to be. And then next week they're going to be lighter. She explained the whole science with it. She was so good, so nice. I was in there, let's see, 12:50, almost 3 hours. I'm just talking it through, and it was about an hour of the actual microblading, which the pain wasn't bad. The worst was the first bit before she could put on the numbing cream, because she did the first bit, and then she put on numbing cream and would go back and add the different colors and everything, and but it wasn't bad at all, and I'm so happy with the way they turned out. It's gonna save me so much time and stress and everything, and I love them. So I talk about this a lot, but are you seriously gonna stop? You see her? You can kind of look through the chandelier. Oh, there she goes. My mom just left to run some errands, and she started crying at me, but now she stopped, so it's okay. Also, I'm editing with the blog. Literally the second I stopped recording, she started crying again. There she is. Hi, baby. You're okay. Hi. Your little head? Oh, Romeo's coming to check on you. Okay. Cool. So there's things that you have to do to like make sure it heals properly. So I have this like, I think it has distilled water on it. I'm not sure. She gave me these pre-dampened, and I just take it and I push. And I think she explained the reasoning for this is there's like a fluid, or I don't know if it's a fluid, that sounds gross, but like that comes up whenever something gets hurt to try and heal it. Hold on 1 second, gotta switch hands. And this is something that you want to wait a bit before it heals so the pigment stays. Sorry for the light. And so this apparently it makes it go away, and I do this for 2 days, and then I put on a little bit of Aquaphor for 2 days after that. And supposedly tomorrow is going to be the worst day swelling wise, and then it will get lighter and it'll go darker. It was like, well, she explained the science and everything to me, and it made sense. I'm smart. I'm trying to brush my teeth. Thank you so much for watching. Love, always.